Welcome to Sacred Success Salon, where this time we are speaking with our amazing guest experts about how to unlock the codes for the times we are in to the soul solutions and technologies that are coming through us. Again, for times we are in and for the future we are creating, because it's so amazing. I am your host, Anna Kowalska, and I'm really delighted to welcome back to the salon because she's been here before, Kristen Bieletsky. Welcome, Kristen.
Hi, Anna. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
Oh, thank you. It's been a while since we've had you in a salon, but this is your third time, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
amazing. The spirit said Christian. I'm like, oh yes. So I always these days I just listen to these nudges. So let me just say a few
Mhm.
words about you so our audience knows who you are, and you can learn more about Kristen underneath the video. So Kristen is an intuitive. She is a crystalline grid architect, awakening and soul and body guide who creates a safe space for those to deepen their self-awareness, transform imbalanced patterns to love, to know and to be their true soul selves.
Yeah.
Kristen, you do such deep work in dimensions, in soul connection. And when we were tuning into where our conversation gets to go, you are clear. We get to talk about our nervous system and how to support ourselves at this time to be the space for whatever it is that's wanting to come through us. So, can we start
Yeah.
there?
Absolutely, Anna. Absolutely. Ah, deep breaths, right? For the nerve
Mm-hmm.
system. One of the things, and I just absolutely love the topic when you invited me in and I saw it, I was like, yes, so needed right now. So perfect. I'm gonna enjoy listening to the other speakers as well.
Oh.
So one of the things that has really rung true for me over the past several months is switching even just the language about how we're talking with the nerve system, like switching from nervous system to nerve
Mhm.
system so that
Ooh,
we're really, yeah.
juicy.
So we're not programming the subconscious that it's nervous
Mm-hmm.
whenever we think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really curious, like for me, my mind goes now, like I want to look and see where we came up with even talking about our nerve system, our information system of our body being a nervous system.
Yeah.
And because we are often in these times nervous, or there's anxiety, there's depression, there's unknown, that discomfort with the unknown, what's happening, how do I navigate this? And even just with the physical symptoms that are happening and these intense frequency downloads and
Mm-hmm.
uploads that are taking place, there's a lot moving through the body. And a lot of people I've been noticing have been feeling unstable, in the physical body. And so this has been a passion of mine because I feel it too, especially on those days when a lot of energy is moving through. Sometimes it's like the body's vibrating, or I feel pain moving through my body because my body's trying to deal with all this energy moving through at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. It's like, oh, how do I, it's kind of like squeezing something really big through a small space. And so
Mm-hmm.
uh one of the things that I've been focusing on with myself, and I think a lot of people are bringing that message out right now, is slowing down,
Yeah.
self-care, nature, rest, joy, what's joyful, take your mind off of media, turn your devices off, whatever it is, right, that works for you. And I think that really it's coming back to, as someone reminded me of the acronym the other day, the KISS
Yeah.
technology is keep it
Mm-hmm.
simple.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Keep it simple. And because I think that when we're on these paths, we tend to overwhelm ourselves
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
overwhelm ourselves with the thoughts of what do I need to be doing right now?
Yeah.
How do I need to be doing it? What
Mm-hmm.
does it mean to, connect into my purpose and deal with all this energy and then see what's going on out in the world and so there's a lot of overwhelm.
Yeah.
Or even just with dealing with people in our surroundings, our environment, maybe
Mm-hmm.
partners or children or whatever, they're also feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that maybe a little dissonance or discord on how to navigate life. And so the nerve system is our technology, is our
Mm-hmm.
solution.
Yeah.
As much as it seems like it's not the solution, it is the solution. Yeah, go
Yeah. Oh,
ahead.
I'm laughing because it's been a long time since it happened, but it happened just a couple days ago on Saturday, where I was like, do I meditate? Do I journal? Do I pull a card? Do I rub my crystal? What do I do? I mean, I found myself in this, like, my mind was jumping into like, what do I do right now? And it was like the
Yeah.
opposite of what I was trying to create in that moment. I was looking for to connect in the moment and to ground myself. And my mind started jumping like that. And I, exactly how I demonstrated it. I'm like,
Mhm.
whoa, what's going on right now?
Yeah, yeah, because there's so many options, right?
Yes. And I felt like the energy was speeding up all around me. And I'm like, oh, I got to do something. What am I going to do? I mean,
Yeah,
in this kind of
yeah.
energy, I was like, just do anything, just
Just
sit.
do it. Exactly. Keep it simple, right? Just sit
Yeah.
down. Okay, I've got all these options. Maybe I can just sit, and breathe. And I think what you said was I wanted to be present. You were
Mm-hmm.
choosing to be
Yeah.
present.
Yeah.
So the first choice is go, okay, well, let's bring myself to the present moment. The present moment, my mind's going crazy. So
Yeah.
what can I do for the mind? It's like tracking it. It's
Mm-hmm.
like speaking the moment, going, all right. I notice my mind's going wild. I notice my energy's really wild right now, or it feels discombobulated or out of sorts or disconnected or whatever word that is valuable in that moment. And then just going, okay, all of that is happening. My mind wants to take over and has a challenge choosing all the options or whatever it is. Choose one. I'm just going to choose one. And I'm going to do that and let it lead me to where it needs to go next. Because it really doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's even
Yeah.
putting the emphasis on, oh my God, it's got to be the right one.
Right? Yes. Yes. Ooh, I don't want to waste my time doing something that's not in alignment with my connection right now.
Right. And that puts the pressure and the tension and creates more friction or more separation instead of going, it doesn't matter. Just choose one.
Yeah.
Just to get the mind going in that direction. And you're telling your subconscious, oh, I'm going to choose to connect. Great. And then as the body simply, the nerve system goes, okay, I've got that information. Now I can put all the awareness into that. It can take a breath because it's not trying to figure it out anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's almost like some people are like, well, what if like we were talking about, what if I choose and it's not right and it's not wrong? It's that choice paralysis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And going, just choose something.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And some people are like, well, it does because I've got my soul, like you said, I've got my soul alignment and I want to be connected. It's going, well, guess what? What if you trusted that your soul's going to make the right choice in that moment and it's not your brain that has to figure it out?
Yeah. It's almost like because of everything that we know and that we are learning. And I know you can go so many, you personally can go so many places in the conversation about what's going on dimensionally, galactically. And I know
Yeah.
because of the depth of your work,
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like what I'm hearing consistently from our amazing speakers is different ways of coming back to simplicity, being in
Yeah.
our body and slowing down in the moment to
Mm-hmm.
receive what we need to receive. Like we
Mm-hmm.
almost can't plan it out anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't think we ever really were planning it out. We might have been following our nudges and allowing it and everything, but right now it's happening so fast. I think one of the things that I've been finding really helpful too is self-touch. Because then the body's like, oh, it's like just that whole that wisdom that we know, your attention goes, your focus goes where your attention is. Like your
Yeah.
thoughts are, your energy is, your energy is going to go there.
Yeah.
And so it's like simple, my body. I want to be grounded in my body, right? I want to connect. So a lot of times we're thinking I got to connect out there.
Yes.
Just as you were saying, it's coming back to the body.
Mm-hmm.
Let's connect here. Okay, let's just let's rub down the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's calm the nervous system just by touching the body.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's like, oh wow. And then you can feel the tingle in the body and you can feel the energy start to regulate itself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've been enjoying and it's also will support the lymph system, right? And just rubbing the body. Like if you rub
Yes.
up, rub down, right
Yeah.
up, rub down a few times
Mhm.
on the arms, on the legs, circle the belly, circle the back. So then it's just like, all I got to do is connect in with the body and,
Mhm.
and be connected that way.
Mhm.
And then that'll help calm the system down. And then from there, it can be like, what feels good now?
Yeah.
And then your body will automatically go to what's present for it. Whether it's the journaling, the walk, the card, the light a candle and meditate, or call somebody, or whatever it is. It's like, or it just wants to sit and be. And I think that's one of the greatest things, like you did. I'm just going to sit, right? Is just sit and be. What if there wasn't a needing to do anything for the connection? What if you just sit and look out, like I said this the other day to somebody, like, would you just look at the tree? Notice how it's swaying in the breeze, or it's still, or the color of the sky, or the way the clouds are moving. Simple.
Yeah.
Just be in the space of that, almost the nothingness, the stillness, so that the system can calm down, and then you can make the right choice, or the aligned choice, or the system just navigates and gravitates, magnetizes towards that aligned choice. Yeah, because the nerve system right now, I mean, if we think about it, and all these different levels that we can connect into, the nerve system is connected into the nerve system of the planet, everything that's going on. And there's so much happening. And even all the frequency of the EMFs and all that stuff that's around us, it's going, what can soothe us the most? What can soothe me the most? Maybe it's drinking a calming tea and just sitting to support the nerves. Right. And I find that really helpful too. I've been eating outside a lot, just taking my meals out on the porch. If you're in a climate that allows that, even though it's really hot where I am, it's like, I just need to be where I can feel nature and enjoy my food. And don't have to do anything. So put the device down, put the computer down, don't work while eating, let the system have the breath and really feel that connection to what you're doing in each moment. And that's the slowing down that I think that is really imperative right now, having those reminders. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yes. Can we talk about our nerves system? I'm going to be so mindful of how I say it from now on. Can we talk about our nerves system being connected to the nerve system of the planet Earth?
Yeah. So when we think about it, the Earth is an electromagnetic body. We're an electromagnetic body. We're constantly pulsing energy, radiating energy. We're constantly feeling the life force of everything around us, whether it's your computer, your desk, your plant in your room, the lamp. But when we're with Earth, the electromagnetic system of the Earth and ours, it flows the same way. We talk about that toroidal field, that double toroidal field, right? So when we're connected in with the planet and we have our feet on the ground, our bare feet on the ground, our body on the ground, our hands on the ground, whatever we choose to connect into the earth with, it automatically, our nerve system can regulate to just life force energy and to the natural way that our energy wants to flow. And so right now, as our consciousness is shifting, as Earth consciousness is shifting, the Earth's consciousness right now in the electromagnetic field, in the crystalline grid of her field, and the power spots and all the energies, it's really, it's been really pronounced, right? We're feeling those really pronounced waves of energy coming through, because a lot of times we say it's just the solar flares, but I'm also shown it's also pulsing up through the power centers of the planet and the inner sun of the planet, and it's meeting and going out, so it's almost like that, energy, and we're feeling it, so we're feeling it coming up from the root of Earth, and we're feeling it coming down from source, center. And it's just really blasting the cells of our body for us to remember, to open up, for our DNA to get unwound and wound back up to the proper coding, right? And so right now is the most beneficial thing we can do. And I know a lot of people talk about this, is that grounding, is go stand on earth, lay on earth, put your hands on earth, talk with earth, connect with the ground below you. And that is one of the most superb ways to allow the natural flow of the nerve system of ourself and with the planet, so that we can integrate faster, more easily, more gracefully, all the words that we use, right?
Yeah.
And more harmoniously, because we're choosing to connect into which that is moving us. it's the Earth's consciousness that's moving through our system. So if we're like, oh, well, if that's what's creating part of this process of the change of my consciousness, the waking up of my consciousness, well, I'll connect with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be some big elaborate ritual or ceremony. It's just simply going and standing on the earth and saying, hello, I'm going to breathe and just feel that exchange
Yeah.
of energy through the feet or through the hands or through the body. I love just laying completely down on it, if on the earth, if I can, you know. Right
Mm-hmm.
now I'm not too enthused about it because of all the bugs here in the South, but I at least go out and stand, you know, and be
Yeah.
connected that way. But it's you know, the ones that bite in particular.
Yeah.
But it's profound. It's profound. It's just like what we were talking about in the beginning. It's simple.
Yeah.
I could go into a lot of detail of all that's happening and all that's happening in our system, but if we really choose to, it's just keeping it simple and saying hello.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, body. Let's flow
Mm-hmm.
naturally. Let's breathe. Imagine your breath in and out going with the breath of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you know, and just settling into your body
Yeah.
and
Wow.
settling into the body. And then what you're telling your subconscious is that you want to be regulated. You want to be in harmony. You
Ooh.
want to be connected.
That's so good, Kristen, because I don't know that I ever heard anybody say it this way. You are actually telling your subconscious, I want to be regulated, instead
Mhm.
of doing something. I mean, I'm just having like a little bit of an epiphany right now for myself, because I know we do things to be regulated. We say we want to be regulated, but it's the intention behind it that really makes, from what I just heard, it makes the difference. So I could go stand on the ground and put my feet on the ground, like, oh, I just want to get grounded. I just want to get grounded, but do it from this place of shakiness versus my whole desk started shaking versus versus I am telling my subconscious, you know what? For a minute, I'm going to touch the ground, but this is my message. This is me affirming that I want to be in the connection with the natural flow of whatever is happening between the earth and the galactic energies. I want to be in relationship with the harmony of the earth and its upgrades. Am I getting it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm,
Absolutely. Because, you know, a lot of times we enter into things from that seeking mindset
mm-hmm,
and we're like, this is in conditions, you know, this was kind of a big thing that I shared in a group the other day is what conditions do you have around your intentions?
mm-hmm.
So, and that separates us even further, right? So I'm
Yeah.
going to go stand on the ground. I'm feeling all wobbly or, you know, overwhelmed or frustrated or sad or whatever it is. So my intention to go is just to let the natural flow do its thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm,
Because, and by letting the subconscious know you want, it already knows what to do.
mm-hmm.
But if we're getting in the way and saying, oh my God, I'm this, I'm that, and this has to happen, and that has to happen, and I have to feel like this when I'm done, you know what I mean? Because there's the expectation of how you're going to
Yes.
feel when you're done,
Yes. Ooh,
right?
yes. Mm-hmm.
So if you release that and just go do it, and just say, I'm doing it with the intention to let my body do what it knows how to do in connection with the planet, in connection with earth, in connection with my true consciousness, in connection with this, and just be, and take that moment to just become present and look around. What is around? What does the grass look like? What does the grass feel like under your feet? What's the temperature feel like on the bottoms of your feet?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's above you? What's in the sky? And with that unconditional intention, that you're going to trust your body and you stay there as long as you need to feel that energy come into your feet and through the earth and start to feel that exchange of energy,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? Uh, and don't give up, you know, and keep doing it because some people are like, it doesn't work or this or that, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm out there for 2 seconds and it's like, let go of the time, let go of everything and just do it. Or even say you have 5 minutes in between calls or you have 5 minutes on a work break or whatever it is. Say, I'm just going to take the 3 of the 5 minutes in transition time,
Mm-hmm.
stand on the earth and just say, okay, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I did it.
This is so great, Kristen, because in my work, I do talk about how we are co-creating this next evolutionary step with planet Earth. The way you just took us there, me, I'll speak for myself, but I bet you it's true for a lot of our audience, because I usually resonate with whatever is coming up for everyone. It's creating this relationship with, just being in relationship that we are, through which Earth is going to create whatever is going to be happening. It's, on one hand, I'm having a whole conversation. On one hand, it's like Earth is gonna do what it's gonna do because she always has. But at the same time, I feel very strongly that we have an opportunity to be such a conduit for what Earth is bringing through. And we could be the ones who bring it through for her, instead of being completely, singed or evaporated or whatever the heck Earth could do to us, drown us. I mean, she could do many different things. So
Yeah,
dramatic.
there's definitely a lot going on right now, right?
Mhm.
On the planet and the environment. What it is, and this is the communication piece too that I wanted to share about the nerve system, is being in communication. What I'm hearing you saying is there's an opportunity to have a relationship,
Yeah.
a real conscious creation relationship. And when we're in a clear conscious creation relationship with ourselves, with Earth, then it's not just going, I know what you need, or I know what I need, or I don't know what I need, I don't know what you need. It's going, what do we need? What do we need? What can I, like you said, what can I do
Yeah.
in this moment? Choose that one thing and let it lead to where it's going, but just going, hi, Earth, I'm here with you. Hi, body, just like I was saying, the self-touch, hi, body, I'm here
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
I'm here with you. What are we doing? What are we creating right now? Are we creating frenetic energy? Or are we going to, can we regulate right now? Can we support each other in regulating? So it's shifting from that mind of we're separate from it and we've got to inject something into it, which, is kind of like still that masculine mindset.
Yes.
Instead of going, I don't have to inject anything into Earth, and whatever, what I need to do is just relate, communicate. What do you need right now? Maybe you just need someone to just be present. Maybe my body just needs that touch and that breath and just to be present. Or maybe it needs to go for a run to move the energy. Maybe it needs to call somebody to talk. Maybe it needs, so that when we're in that moment, we're recognizing is that we're deepening our relationship in this next evolution of what you're talking about. This next chapter of our life on Earth is all about communication in relationship. How are we relating?
Yeah. So
So then,
beautiful.
so when we're in that moment, like you said, you can even just go, oh, wait, I'm relating to myself from a separation standpoint that I don't know what to do. What if I just stand here and look at the options and go, okay, I have all these options. Great. Awesome. I have all these options. Now, are any of these the option, or is that the option? And so it's kind of like settling ourselves down. So we kind of take it a layer. We kind of can, when we get that presence and that relationship and that connection, then maybe the more subtle layers can reveal themselves. Maybe in that moment, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to grab a card. Okay, what is it?
Yes.
Right. So sometimes we have to take that intense energy too and say, I'm just going to do this. I don't care what it is. I'm just going to do it. Boom, there it is. And then go into the deeper subtle layers. So we have two ways to go about it, and some people are better at one way than the other, and one moment's going to present itself differently, but it's all about, okay, I'm here. So all I need to know is I'm here.
So beautiful.
Is there really a problem? Right? Yeah, there may be a little discomfort in my body. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling overwhelmed. But is there really a life-threatening problem right now? Because in that point, we're in we're in fight or flight mode when we get to that point. So then I find asking myself that question, am I really in a survival mode right now? Is there a really survival situation? It kind of feels like it, but no, I'm actually not. I'm safe. I'm in my house. Look at all these great options I have. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, there are so many. I'm really intending that our audience gets the nuances of what you are sharing, Kristen, because they're landing for me in such a beautiful way.
Yeah.
And so I have one last question as we wrap up our conversation, because time just goes.
Yeah.
What are you seeing that is changing, if anything, in the way you do your work with the changes that are occurring?
That's an interesting question. The changes that I'm feeling and seeing is like that whole idea of what you just said of not planning, right? You know, we have these events that we want to plan or things that we want to bring
Yeah.
forward. It's like things are popping so easily that it's just like, oh, this is coming through. Let's just do that. Oh, this is coming through. Let's just do that. You know, it's just like we've always listened to our guidance
Yeah.
and guess, but before there might have been, oh, okay, I heard to do that, but that's going to be a timeline because of this, that, and the other thing. I want to make sure all the emails are out or this is proper or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, nope. It's just going out and that's what's happening and it's going to be received how it's received. But it's almost like the information, like our nerve system, the information of ourselves is moving so quickly that I'm just going with that quickness. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
And then some things are getting delayed and going, okay, great, that's delayed. I know it's delayed for a reason. You know, I know so it's like really, I think right now for me, it's going, not thinking that I know where it needs to go. And not being so at the steer of the ship and going, I want it to go this way. It's going, just really being in that present moment with it and saying, where does it want to go? And letting it show me, because what's happening is the planet showing us, the collective is showing us. And really being present with that. And like I said, I feel that's that whole thing of trusting, just like we're trusting our nerve system, that it knows what knows what to do once we invite it to do what it knows how to do. It's just like with my work. It's just like I'm just inviting it to do what it knows how to do.
Beautiful. Oh, I just want to be in this, like, your presence is so, it's just so lovely. And I'm like, oh, let's just be in a space of just, let's just be in a space of it without anything to rise up. And there is time. So as we wrap up, I know you have a gift.
Yeah.
Would you share with our audience about it?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's the Divine Union affirmation. It's a guided meditation that I created. There's two versions, a 6-minute and a 20-minute that supports, you know, a quick pick me up and then also a longer 20-minute meditation that brings us into these different layers of ourself to allow us to feel and experience bringing ourself into divine union with ourself. So, you know, just give an example of masculine, feminine, the heart, the mind, the body, the soul. And I go into multiple different layers, but just to calm the nerve system, bring the body back to center, come into clarity, you know, and I've been getting a lot of great feedback from it. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
You know, no matter how often I do this work, where I connect my mind and my body and my soul and my heart and my mind and my feminine and masculine, it's like, I feel like it gets to be something that becomes part of our regular engagement with self and with energy. Do you agree?
Absolutely. I feel it's just like the patterning of the nerve system. The more you do it, the more you practice it and put your attention on it, the more it'll naturally flow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. So allow yourself to
Welcome.
have that tool from Kristen to be
Yeah.
supported in either 6-minute or 20-minute. I love that you have that option. It's like, all I got is 6 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
From going to relish in it for the whole 20. That's beautiful. So
Yeah.
make sure you click the button below the video and allow yourself to receive the gift and get into Kristen's world. It feels so lovely. It's just like, that's the
Thank
word that
you.
keeps coming in. It just feels really lovely. Thank you for
Oh, that's
being
so
in the,
sweet. Yeah, I
yeah,
really love it. Thank you. Appreciate
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank you
being back
everyone
in the
for,
salon.
yeah, and I appreciate everyone that's listening. Absolutely. I appreciate being here too.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for bringing this grounded energy in a conversation about co-creating with Earth. I connect with it deeply. So thank you for bringing that piece in to the salon. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. So make sure you click the button, claim the gift, get into Kristen's world, and we'll see you in the next conversation. Bye for now.